First of all, I skipped some rollers on purposes because it's just a test mode, so the threading is not really correct, just to show you how does it work. So, first thing, I'm going to power on the motors, wait until the black square comes up. Then I'm going to do the home, and now give a look to the cycle during the homing. Those sensors, the proximity sensor, are going to set the homing position of the data matrix and the top of form reader and the edge reader for the paper, as well for the side trimming and the sliotar cartridge. So from a Y perspective, I'm going to click on home and look what's happened. Everything is homing. Here is already home because it's in the right position, and even the knife is homing. So what's happened right now, because the knife moved, I'm going to tell the machine that I extracted the paper, even though this should be done automatically. So now all the knives are free to move because the paper shouldn't be in place. Even that one is moving and going back to the home. And I'm going to extract the paper by myself, by hand. As a first operation, I would like to run 520 one up. So once the machine is already home, I just have to tell the machine the paper width, and this photocell is going to read the edge of the paper by printing, and automatically is going to adjust the position of the sliotar and the paper guide. So I'm going to input as a format 520 millimeters and one up. And I'm going to click on top of form positioning, so the machine should start first. When I start, I'm going to check for the top of form, and right after that I tell to the side trimmers to move in the right position. So now we have a one-up configuration. So as you can see, the sliotars move all the way out, and we have all the guide out, and the side trimmers just put in the right way in order to cut off from 520 millimeters. Now I want to show you how quick it is to change from 1 up to 2 up to 3 up. So the next will be, instead of 520, I'm going to move to 250, 2 up. As soon as I click on the sliotar to move, the knife will cut and ask me to remove the paper. But normally this will be done automatically. So it's asking me to extract the paper, I did it. And look, the guide retract, the knife come back to the original position, and the guide come back in the right position. Those are held by a magnet. So in case of an obstacle, they will detach automatically. This is a very interesting feature. So next will be 3 up. So I'm going to divide further. So 173 millimeter, 3 up. And I basically do the same operation. So sliotar positioning is asking me to extract the paper. And look, retract, reposition, and again. I would like to show you, I'm going to focus on a couple of sliotar cartridge about a nice feature to avoid to have any mechanical binding during the transition. So the knife, knowing the position, mechanical position of the side guide, is going to leave a little bit of gap before the right positioning. So now I'm going to do the last one, 4 up, so 130, 4 up, and look what's going to happen on one of these knives during the transition. So 4 up, 430, sliotar positioning, progress, knife is going to cut. Look, this is going to move, and this one move slightly in the right position to avoid to create any mechanical binding on the paper guide. Last, maybe I can come back to the 1 up format, so you will see all the knife getting out of the way and the side, the guide, paper guide going back to the original. So 520, 1 up. Positioning, the knife again is going to cut and ask me to extract the paper. Now they retract and they get out of the way and back in again. As you can see, this nip roller is going to be activated and deactivated by a piston, as well this holdback during the transition of the cutting of the papers in order to hold the paper in the right position during the transition.